wanted to do sort of like a little bit of a story. Oh, me messing with my camera. I wanted to do a little bit of story about seeing One OK Rock in Chicago. So first, I remember the day the tickets went on sale, and I came back to my phone and there's like a bunch of texts and people saying like, oh my god, are you going? Did you get tickets? And I'm like, what's happening? Like, I had no idea. And apparently an hour ago, tickets released for a pre-sale, and like I had no idea they were even gonna tour. So I was like, what? An hour. So I go to buy tickets and I don't see VIP. There's no VIP left. I found out later that this may have been like an error or a glitch, but for me, I'm on trying to buy the tickets before they sell out completely, and there's no VIP. I love this band. This band has been there for me for many years through many hard things. Are from Japan. They sing in Japanese and English. Really great band. Please check them out. There's some times where things were really hard and they've always been there for me. So my goal was to get VIP next time they came here, because it's been a while. They haven't been here since 2019 for their Eye of the Storm tour, which I got tickets for, but I did not get VIP either. So this was supposed to be the year that I got VIP. I did not succeed, and that was hard, but I got the tickets. I got a ticket. So I did have an online friend I was supposed to go meet up with and maybe like share a hotel, but the hotel prices in Chicago are insane. So she wasn't able to go, and I was like, nope, I'm going. Still, I'm gonna go solo. So I took the train from my city in Indiana to Chicago. I left around, the train left around 9 a.m. I left my house probably around 8:30, I don't know. The train ride is honestly so relaxing and nice. I really enjoyed that, but then we transferred to a bus midway through, and that's a little more awkward. You're like next to a lot of people and on the train. It was a little more private. Then you switch from the bus back onto a train and you go to Millennium Station, one of those. You go there and I get off. You know, I'm hungry, so hungry at this point. My stomach hurts. So after going to the bathroom, I go over to Starbucks inside the train station, and it's so nice, so pretty there. I mean, depending on what you like, but it looks pretty cool. And yeah, I have a coffee and a muffin, and then I'm on my own trying to figure out what's next. So I know I have to take the blue line to the area where the concert is at, but I don't know what the blue line is or what that means. When I ask for information, I'm like, oh hi, can I just like buy my ticket here? And I find out like, no, you can't even, like the blue line is outside. But that wasn't really clear, because she was just like, you buy your ticket over there, the blue line's not over here. And when I talked to another person, he said, oh yeah, it's upstairs. And I don't know what that means. This is like my first time doing this. I'm totally confused. I've talked to different people. No one knows what's going on. People are trying to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, I'm on my own. So most people are like in a group of people trying to buy tickets and figure out what they're doing. People who are not going to the concert, just doing other touristy things. Anyway, I'm just out of my head, but somehow I get my ticket, I get a day pass because I'm gonna go stop at, the plan was to stop at a bakery so I could get some bread while waiting in line, a Korean bakery. I will butcher the name if I say it. It is Tous les jours. How do you say that? Tell me below. Somehow, after frantically searching, I did find the entrance to the Blue Line. It's like not upstairs, it's downstairs. I don't know why I was told it was upstairs, because it is a downstairs underground station. So I find the Blue Line, and this is my first time, and I'm glad I'm there. I'm like nervously excited. I get on. It's really short because I know I'm getting off on Division to go to the bakery. So I get off by the bakery. I get a few treats and a drink. I'm happy, even though I'm running on like coffee, tea, and bread at this point. Like, what was I thinking? I don't know, but I didn't eat the bread yet. That's for line. I just had what is it, a honey ginger tea, so it was kind of soothing. Recommend. I think it was the citron ginger, no, something. But if you haven't had Korean citron tea, I do recommend trying at least one variety, whether it's with ginger or with not. It's really good. It's actually made with yuzu fruit from, you know, Japan, China, Korea. They have yuzu. It's like a special citrus. Anyway, after that, I get back on the train at the place where I got off, and I'm going to meet my friends for ramen, and it's right by the concert venue. Absolutely perfect location. So I get back on the train, and once I get off, my phone is ringing. My friend was texting me that she was like pretty far away. She wasn't gonna be there on time. But now she's calling me and she's like, "Where are you?" And apparently there's a delay in our messages, and our communications are just whack at this point. But it wasn't so bad. So the ramen place, like, they got there first and reserved the place, and they told him it was going to be an hour, but it turns out it was only a few minutes. The table's ready. They're like, "Are you coming?" Because we got a table. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming, but I don't know where I'm at yet. I just need to get my bearings." So I get out the Google Maps. It's close, but like, I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago, but the streets are kind of whack. I don't know what's going on or like where I'm at, and I'm just trying to get there safely. I'm a little worried. I don't know the area. I figure out eventually though the fork in the road and how I'm gonna get to the restaurant. And once I get there, everything's fine. My friends are waiting for me. Everyone is so nice. It's one of my online friends, so, and her husband. We were doing a little lunch date thing. They're going to the concert too, but I had plans to line up early, so we were just gonna have ramen. And after we ate and chatted, it was time to go line up. They walked me over to the venue, and yeah, they went their separate ways. I'm not sure at this point, like, how this is going to go. I've never lined up early for a show, especially alone. So I'm like, how's this gonna go? Is it gonna be awkward? You know? But no, it was actually so nice. That was probably the best part. Like, so, not the best part, no. But it was very enjoyable being in line because I was able to meet so many good friends, and I was able to talk about One OK Rock. I was able to show everyone like the bag strap that I made, which I'll have to insert later, as well as pictures and footage of everything. Also, okay, so I brought with me little stickers of like some of my art, like this one, and well, a few others of my One OK Rock art. And I was able to bring a few bracelets that I also made for the band. And I was like, okay, I don't have VIP, so the chances of getting this to the guys is very slim. But Taka had been like going outside after the shows, if you know, especially in the earlier shows, and I thought like, oh, he's not doing it anymore, so I'm really not gonna get to give him this. So why are you bringing this? I was basically arguing with myself if I should bring these, but I was like, okay, these are small. I would have loved to bring them like a full-on print of my artwork, but I couldn't fit that in my bag, and there was hardly any chance that I was gonna be able to give them that. But something amazing happened. My friends knew my plan, and you know, I assumed maybe after, you know, not before. Well, it's about 4:08 maybe, and my friend is like, hey, they're here, or look over there. I forget what she said, something like, look over there, they're here. Like, what? And I think, you know, at the time I was looking for my friend who had VIP. I just wanted to take a quick picture with her or say hi. It wasn't her, it wasn't the VIP line. I'm gonna have to insert the photo. It was Taka and Ryota. Yes, Taka and Ryota. Okay, at this point, like, my heart is racing. I'm not okay. I have my phone, and I'm like, I put on the video so I can like maybe record the experience or have like a little something if I even, you know, get to speak to them. Like, I don't know. I'm not thinking at this point. I'm running over. No one else knows. No one seems aware that they're like over there. So I'm like in line over here near the front, and they're walking towards the end of the parking lot, because we're lined up like against the fence, and their bus is literally right in the parking lot. So I'm like racing over there, heart racing, and the only thing I got on camera, unfortunately, is really embarrassing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna insert it. Maybe. Omiyage? Maybe not. But basically, I yelled omiyage, which means souvenir in Japanese. I meant present. I meant gift. I don't know where that came from. It just came out that way. It came out in Japanese, and they stopped. Taka goes, oh, thank you, and he accepts the gift, and I'm just like dying. I mean, so I guess I put my phone away, and the phone stopped recording, and I just remember I was like, arigato! I was basically gone already. I remember asking him for a hug and saying, I love you so much, thank you so much, things of that nature. Yeah, I was a fangirl at this point. I was literally gone. I hope that I was able to convey how I felt. So, like I said, I asked for a hug, and he was like, oh, sure. And then I asked if he could sign my Japanese album insert. And Ryota, I was like, well, so I was talking to Taka, and Ryota was like a little further away, but he comes over too. I'm like, Ryota, you too? Or something like that. And he comes over, and they both signed it, and I'm like thanking them over and over, like, thank you so much for your time. I know you're so busy. At this point, I didn't even ask for a picture yet, but then I'm about to leave without my phone. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, wait a minute, can you please take a photo? And the guy that's with them, I don't know who he is. Maybe someone can tell me, because he's in the photo that I took of the band. So asks, you know, do you want me to take the photo? I give him the camera and he takes a picture. But I actually was able, before taking the photo, to chat with Taka for a few seconds. And I told him about my son. So my son had a cervical fusion, skull to C2. So he loves 1OK Rock too, and I always told him that next time they were here, we would go and get VIP, and that didn't happen. He couldn't go because his recovery has been really... So I told Taka that, you know, about my son and how he really wanted to go and how much he loves him. I said, you know, you're basically a hero to him, but he couldn't be here because he had surgery. And Taka was so nice about it. I'm still amazed. Like, he listened to me and he, you know, he's like, wow, what surgery did your son have? Is he okay? And it meant so much to me to be able to, like, tell him about my son and for him to listen. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for that moment. I wish I could, you know, properly thank him. But hopefully, if they ever come back and I get VIP, I'll get the chance to thank them and maybe introduce them to my son, I hope. That's my dream. Anyway, that moment was beautiful, and I got my photos, I got my signed insert, and I gave them the gift. Right as I was leaving, there was another girl, and she was like, can I also get a photo, around the time when I asked. So I think she was the only one. I don't know if after I left more people came, but I'm pretty sure it was not many because, yeah, I don't know, no one seemed to be aware of what was going on except for a few people near the end of the line, because as I'm walking back, I know this older Japanese woman, she knew because she stopped me and like grabs my shoulders and she's like, did you meet them? Did you get a photo? And I showed her the photo and she was like fangirling, and the same lady, you know, she finds me in the venue once we're in and she's like, hi. She's so nice. So I would like to maybe talk to her again. She was awesome. I know we followed each other, but I haven't talked to her since, but it would be nice to connect. As well as with all of the girls that were in line, because I had a great time, honestly. It was such a special time with such a special moment with Taka and Ryota. You know, I didn't really talk to Ryota, but talking to Taka was just a dream come true. Anyway, so this is the part where things are getting a little more boring and cold. We're ready to go in. We're cold. Okay, this is Chicago. We're getting cold. It's not that bad, but it's getting a little chilly, and we're ready to get in. They're letting us in. The opening bands eventually start. They were really great. Fame on Fire and You and Me at 6. They're really great. Good energy, good concert. Honestly, I don't always like the openers, but this time was really good. At this point though, after the openers, it feels so long. It's been a long day, okay? I've been there all day. I'm hot. My feet hurt. I have like platform boots on, which was in hindsight a big mistake. Don't recommend, although I love those boots, but don't recommend. Finally, it's about time for One OK Rock to come out. The sound check guy from Japan is hilarious. He's not funny, he's just normal, but everyone is like cheering for him. And like it's really funny. I'll see if I have footage of that. If I think I do. Anyway, after that, finally it's time. One OK Rock comes out. Energy is great. The second you hear like that guitar, the chords from Save Yourself. I mean, man, there's a roar. There's a roar from the audience. There's just so much excitement. Everything's great. When Taka goes into the stage during the beginning, oh my god, that was the best. Everyone was just so excited, singing along to every word. It was honestly such a good energy compared to 2019. All of the members did a little MC in English, and I really appreciate that. I felt like they worked so hard. I really felt that. Man, they've grown so much. I'm honestly a proud mama. It was a great show. I can't wait for them to come back. And I think that's about it. Let's see. After the show, my sister-in-laws picked me up. We were gonna go to Dunkin' to get coffee after, but the Dunkin' turned into Wendy's, and I don't even know how to explain that, y'all. So we got Speedway coffee. I came home, chatted with my son. Yes, in the late hours of the day. We still had to chat and look through some footage, and then I was passed out after a shower. The end. Thanks for watching my little bit of story time, and I hope you enjoyed this footage. I recorded quite a bit. Some of the footage is not as good as others, but I hope you can enjoy it for what it is. Bye!